Hi guys, and welcome back to my craft room. This is RareRoo Crafts and I am Sarah, and I am on to share with you a haul. Now I've got quite a lot of stuff because it's things that have been coming in over the past few weeks. Some of it is stuff that I ordered with birthday money, and some of it's just stuff that I've had from eBay and AliExpress that again I've just been waiting for to come in. So I just thought I would share it with you before I start putting it all away. So the first thing I got, so I excuse if there's any glare, I am sorry, I'll only show it for a moment. The first thing I ordered was these, which are they're for putting your pocket letters in, if you're doing your pocket letters. I was really annoyed with this. As you can see, it says 5 pieces on the front here. When I ordered that from eBay, it said 45 pockets. So stupidly, I assumed that you would get 45 of the sleeves, but what they actually mean is 45 individual little blinking pockets. So I wasn't happy with that. It wasn't a lot of money, but it's the fact that it's the false advertising. It really annoyed me. So I contacted the seller and said, look, I think you're mis-selling that because you make it sound like you're going to get 45 sleeves, and actually what you mean is 45 individual pockets on the sleeves. That's not a good way to sell it. It feels like mis-selling. And he came back and said, oh, he was really sorry. It was a mistake from the person that does his orders for him. She accidentally put an extra 0 on because she was tired. I was like, that there wasn't a 0, it said 45, not 50. I said, it's just wrong, and he's not come back since. So and he's still selling them for the same, got the same advert up and stuff. So yeah, avoid. I will not be putting a link to that, and I won't tell anyone where I got them from because it wasn't loads of money. It was only a few quid, but it's just really not the point. It was really badly advertised. Anywho, that was my frustration. I got a diamond painting. I haven't done one of these for ages. I did a little one of some birds with my daughter ages and ages ago. And my daughter is doing one at the moment that we got given as a free gift by Victoria's Moon. I bought some for my family for Christmas. I've bought a couple for some Christmas presents. And you could get a free one. So this, I think you probably won't be able to see it very well, but this is the one that I picked. It's like a fantasy thing. It reminds me a little bit of the Terry Pratchett type images, and I'm just about to start reading the Terry Pratchett books. My dad found them in the attic from when my brothers were little, and my youngest daughter wanted to read them, so he sent them all up for us. Well, he sent half of them up. He's going to send the other half once we've started reading them, but I've decided that I'm going to give them a go as well. So, and that just seems really cool. So I bought that, and then I've bought a diamond painting pen as well, which I've left in the other room, but I bought a pen to go along with it. This was another thing that I just got off the internet. It is liquid Sculpey, and that's because I want to have a go at, if you saw my last haul, you'll have seen that I bought a load of Fimo, because I want to have a go at making some faux ceramic jewellery pieces, and you need liquid Sculpey to do that, or liquid polymer clay, but the liquid Sculpey was the one that was recommended, so I ordered that off of eBay, so I will be having a go at that at some point. Another eBay purchase was this Sizzix Texture Fades 3D embossing folder. I've got the wood grain one of these. They are really good embossing folders. They give a really good dimension and texture in their embossing, and you do really get that proper 3D look. They are a really thick folder, and there's so much texture in there. And my daughter is doing a mixed media piece for her final piece, or one of her final pieces for a GCSE art, and she wanted something that looked like riveted metal, which I didn't have in my stash. So I said I didn't mind purchasing something to go in my stash, because it's something that I will use anyway for steampunky type projects, and she will be able to use it for her mixed media piece if she so desires. So yeah, pick that one up. It's only a few pounds, and like I say, I do really like these Sizzix. Can't get that in, I'll put it in later. I really do like these Sizzix texture fades. They are really cool. I then put a little order in with Craft Stash. All I ordered was a distress ink. This isn't the new one actually, there's an even newer one out. This was the last one that was released, which is Speckled Egg, which is supposed to be a bit of a distressed blue, sort of vintagey blue, which is just my colour. I prefer the original Distress inks. I know a lot of people love the oxides, and that's a lot of people's favourite is the oxides, but for me it's the Distress ink. The original Distress ink is my favourite, and I've nearly got the whole collection. Most of them I've got to say are in minis, but yeah, it was a really good price, and I'd got 20% off, I think it was, because it was my first order with them. So yeah, I picked that one up. I also picked up this Stamperia paper. I've never used Stamperia paper, but I see Tracy Susan using it all the time and buying it all the time, and it always looks so beautiful that she completely tempted me, and I picked up the Stamperia Princess, and I might make a little scrapbook or something out of that. I really do love it. It's very, very pretty, and I can imagine a beautiful sort of junk journal, vintage journal created with that one. I'll show you the back actually, you can see what papers are on there then. So it's got lots of like patterned ones, but then there's papers where you can, it's got like almost cut aparts and things. Sorry, the glare's probably terrible, I do apologise. So I thought I'd give it a go. I thought just pick up an 8x8 to start with and see how I like it. The other thing that I picked up, and I will take this one out of the packet so you can have a proper look, was Graphic 45. Anybody that knows me will know that I love Graphic 45. I'm just adore all things Graphic 45. Very rarely use it because I buy it and then I hoard it. It goes in my stash and I never ever touch it. So this is my latest Graphic 45 acquisition. It is the Gillette's Collector's Edition of Nature's Notebook, and oh my goodness, it is stunning. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful paper. You know, even the backs are just phenomenal. If I could afford it, I would buy another one of these, because I'd like to make something with it and keep one because I love it so much. I just love this sort of text pattern that you always get on the Graphic 45s. Oh, look at it. The colours are just so beautiful. It's so vibrant. I love all the mushrooms and the butterflies. I just love it. And I love that a lot of Graphic 45 papers will actually work together because the colour schemes are quite similar. That one's just so beautiful. Sorry, I'm making you have a look through the Graphic 45 because it's my favourite. But I will flick through it quick because I've got lots to show you. I like this one because it's all the strips that you can cut apart. Beautiful, beautiful colour on the back, that one. Really stunning. And then we've got this lovely green one with the ferns. And then that's got a really lovely green on the back. So that's a lovely backing paper. Oh, look at that one. That would make beautiful ephemera cut up in a journal. And then you've got the beautiful ladybirds and leaves on the back. Gorgeous poppy field, wild poppy field with the red on the back. And then you've got notebook pages with the fern leaves all over it and the writing in the background. And then you've got the beautiful ferns on the back there. Oh, look at that one with the bees. Oh, Christine. Look at the bees, Christine. You know you want it. Beautiful. And then it's got almost like a honeycomb on the back. Oh my goodness. My bestie Christine will be wanting that one. Gorgeous butterflies. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love the colours in that one. And then you've got the butterfly. It's almost like a page out of can't think of the word. A butterfly book. And then again you've got some cut aparts, really beautiful, like Nature's Notebook and the butterfly ones there. Again, they just make lovely ephemera for junk journals and things. And then that one's got the beautiful flowers and butterflies on the back. So that's the papers that you get. But because it's the collector's edition one, you also get a sheet of the chipboard tags and little pop-out bits, which are always beautiful. And you get 2 sheets of stickers, and they're really good stickers. They're card stickers, and they've got a little bit of a shine, but it's almost like a satin effect rather than a high gloss, which is always nice. I always like that. Oh, look at the beautiful mushrooms at the top there. I love them. So I absolutely love that, and I would like to say that I'm going to bring myself to create a beautiful vintage nature journal. I know what I'm like. I want to, but whether I will, or whether it sits in my stash and I just get it out and stroke it every now and again, who knows? Although, as you will probably have guessed from the lack of videos, I haven't been crafting all that much. I did a few cards the other day. I've been crocheting. As I show you the sleeves, that's my jumper. So this is the first time that I've crocheted a garment. It's a little bit big around the waist, but it's lovely and comfy, and it's so warm for when I'm in my craft room. So I've been doing lots of crochet, but yeah, not a lot of anything else. So I need to get myself back in the craft room, really. So then I've had some bits and bobs from, I think this is all pretty much AliExpress. So I got a pack come through. This was really well packaged, this one. And they do them in loads of different colours. I just bought the one to start with because I keep buying lots of something and then being disappointed when it comes, and then I've got loads of something that I don't like all that much. So I'm trying to be good and only order one and see if I like it, and then order more if I do. Big failure on that, which I'll show you in a minute, because I didn't follow my own advice. But this one's really cool. So it is, I should have taken the wrapping off before I came on the video, I do apologise. It's from tiny jump rings all the way up to big jump rings, and then you get a little thing of matching lobster claws, which is really nice. And I like these little lobster clasps for doing stitch markers. Oh, that's not very good, that one's just broken. Yeah. Let's hope they're not all like that, because that will be frustrating, won't it? Oop, no, that one works okay. A bit stiff, but this is why you buy one and see what it's like before you buy any more. Yeah, no, they're fine. It was just a dodgy one. So yeah, pack of those. I think it was £2 something delivered, which I thought, you know, it's not bad for all those jump rings and the lobster claws on lobster clasps on the end there. I got a few more stamping blanks for my metal stamps that I've got. So I got these ones, which I really like. They're sort of irregular circles, which I really liked because they look like they've been hand beaten. So they're not completely flat and they're not completely round, and I really like that. So I bought a pack of those. There's about 10 or 15 in there. And then I bought a pack of small round ones, which are going to be easier to stamp because they're thinner, but they are a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. But that's my fault, just because I didn't look at sizes. And when I was looking for those, these popped up on the same seller, and I just thought they were so beautiful, and they would just be so nice, you know, on a dangle or something on a book. I just thought they were so pretty, and they were really cheap, and I just fell in love. So I had a bag of those, and I think there's 20 of those, and they're lovely. I got a couple of bezels. So I got these two little bezels, which are really super cute. They are just leaves, and obviously you can put resin in them. So I've got those, and there was just a couple of those. I just bought a couple of them. Oh, I've just found my pen. So this is my pen for doing my diamond painting. I don't like the little plastic ones that they come with, so I bought this one because it feels like a wand. I feel like a princess. I love it. And it's got all like little rattly crystals on the inside. I love that. I love it. So yeah, bought that one. As you can tell, I'm in a silly mood. I've been out Christmas shopping today. Yeah, and it's put me in a daft mood. I also bought a mould for doing pendants. Just little, all different shaped pendants. I just thought they'd be really cute. You can pop little things in, pop the resin in. I'm really loving my clear resin at the moment, so yeah, I've got a few things for that. I did pick up a couple of dies, 3 dies. I picked up this one, which just makes like little pockets and cards to go in a journal. I haven't cut it yet. They're usually okay. It makes like 2 little pockets stacked on top of each other, and then little cards that you can put on the inside. I picked up some more leaves, just greenery. These were really nice, actually. I used them on a card. If you watched my last video with the cards, on the deer hot air balloon, that's the leaves that I've put behind the flowers. I also picked up just a happy birthday, so it's happy birthday, and then the shadow frame for it as well. So I just picked that one up. I got these stickers, which are, you can use them in resin. So I'm not entirely sure if you cut them out or if they're actually stickers. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I think it might just be printed on acetate. I thought they were stickers, but they're not. It's just printed on acetate, so I assume you just cut it out and lay it in your bezel and then put your resin over the top of it. And it looks like you've got fish in your bezel. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll have a play. We'll see what it might be rubbish, but we'll. It was only a few pence, so we will have a look at that. What else have we got from Ali? That's not. This one is. So this is where I made the mistake of ordering loads before I knew exactly what it was that I was ordering. So one of the other things I've been crocheting is hats. And I wanted some pom-poms for my hats, and I wanted faux fur, which is actually remarkably difficult to find. A lot of it is real fur, which I didn't want. So I found a supplier that does the faux fur. These ones are beautiful. So these are the 10 centimetre, just move my camera up a little bit. These are the 10 centimetre pom-poms, and they're perfectly round, and they're lovely, really soft. You take them out of the bag, give them a shake, and they come up lovely. Really nice, really like them. I have just ordered some 15 centimetres from the same supplier as well, so they should be even bushier, which is exactly what I wanted. I also ordered some 8 centimetre ones, but they came with poppers on. Now, I stupidly thought that you'd get the back of the popper as well, which you don't. It just comes like that, so brilliant. It's got a popper on it, but I can't actually attach it to anything unless I sew it on, which is, it's a bit pointless having the popper on it. But also, that one's not too bad. That one fluffs up quite nicely. These are, I think this was a 10 centimetre one, but as you can see, I think there's a bit of a difference in size. This one's not so bad. And then I've got some 8 centimetre ones, and these were quite flat, and you can't really get them to, whereas the other ones you shake them a bit and it all comes. These don't feel the same, they're not as soft, and they're just not, I don't know, you just can't get them into any sort of shape. I mean, I'll sit and play with them and see what I can do, but I mean, look at that, it looks like Boris Johnson's hair, for goodness sake. I mean, who wants that on the top of their hat? It's just, you can't do anything with it. So they were rubbish, and yeah, I mean, they're not expensive. They were probably about 80p each, so it's not the end of the world, but it's just a lesson in getting better at buying one or two from the supplier, seeing what they're like, and if you like it, then go back and get all the colours, rather than buying them all and then they come and you're a bit disappointed. And I tend to just go, oh yeah, I want all the different colours because I'm making loads of different hats and projects and things. And they take so long to come from China. You sort of think, oh, well, I'll just order it all and then it'll come and I'll have it all. But actually, I think, this is a lesson to me that's not the way to do it, because, yeah, all right, it's come, I've got all of these now, but they're not actually, all that great. I'm just going to see if I can snip off the... Oh, hang on a minute. I wonder if... Oh, look, I'm giving them bad reviews. And look, I was just going to snip it off. And the back is on there. I'm going to have to go on and leave some... I haven't actually left a review for them, but I will have to go on because loads of people have put the same thing, that it doesn't come with the back. And actually, you just can't see it because of all the fluff. It looks like there is no back on there. But there is a back on there. So that was a bad review for, not that bad. But yeah, they still don't fluff up very well. Some of that I think is just because they're 8 centimetre and I should have just gone for the bigger ones. I'm going to see if I can snip the buckle off of this one, see if we can fluff it up anymore. No, not really. Anyway, they're a bit rubbish, but they're okay. I'll find something to do with them. I'll give them to the cats to play with or something. Yeah, the big ones, lovely. Small ones, not so much. The other thing that I have been buying, and I bought a ton of, is Chinese knotting cord. I've been really enjoying making bracelets and things just recently, and during the sale, the AliExpress sale, there was a seller that was selling this stuff really, really cheap. And you get loads on the reels, so I thought, why not get a few more colours. I'd run out of some of the colours that I'd been using, so I bought a few more. These ones are slightly thinner than the ones I've got, which might be quite cool. I'm actually really liking that one. It's really cute. That one's really thin though in comparison to the ones that I've been knotting with, and it doesn't feel like the rat's tail actually that you normally use for Chinese knotting. So yeah, this one's slightly thicker. Not much, but a little bit. But they're absolutely fine. They will knot up. In fact, it's nice to have some slightly thinner stuff. There's a project that I saw the other day that I wanted to do, but I needed a slightly thinner knotting cord, and I think this will be thin enough. So yeah, got a few different colours of that. I'm really loving that multicoloured one, and I can't wait to have a play with that one. Move all of those to one side. Oh, just found another die. This was actually a freebie. It came as a freebie from the seller. Just a couple of little flowers, which was quite nice. It was nice to get a freebie. I don't normally get freebies, so that was quite cool. I've bought a couple of moulds. So I got this one, which isn't much to look at, but it should mould skull heads or skulls, which obviously I've got for Halloween, but again, it was really cheap. It's not cut very well, it's a bit rubbish, but as long as it sets properly, as long as it, you know, casts properly, it'll be okay. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get the skulls out once they've set, but it might be a one-time deal, but I'll have a play with it and we will see. Interrupted by my daughter, who was showing me her Christmas jumper. Yeah, so I think they're going to come out as skulls, but it might be a one-time deal. We'll have a look. And then I got this one, which is much better, which is bones. Again, for Halloween, I'm going to make up a load of bones because the Halloween stuff is really hard to get here in the UK. So I thought getting some moulds and being able to make my own will be much better. What else have we got? They're gifts, so I'm not showing those. Okay, I've bought some beads. I don't tend to buy a lot of beads because I do, I have been offered some from some companies to sort of, you know, pick some bits and bobs. So I quite often get beads from them. But I'm really, really loving ceramic jewellery at the moment. I just think it's so beautiful. And I saw these, and I think they're called Melon Beads. And they are all ceramic. And they are, you know, obviously all different colours with the ribbing on them, and I just think they are so beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I got some ceramic beads from one of the other suppliers that are slightly smaller, and they're going to go beautifully with these. And they weren't expensive, they were probably a couple of pound, and you get, I don't know, 20, 30, something like that. But they're beautiful. I really, really do love them. I'm loving ceramic beads at the minute. And then I got a few other bits and pieces of jewellery making stuff because I am loving my jewellery making again. Not that I'm getting lots of time to do anything because but I bought these and I bought some slightly smaller ones. There's another one somewhere, but I can't see where it's gone. With the idea of making stitch marker holders, keepers. Because they've got the little connector holes on, you can hang your stitch markers off of them and then put it on a necklace, and you've always, you know, it looks like a really cool, pretty necklace, but it's also really handy because all your stitch markers are to hand. So I got one of these in the bronze and one in the silver. The silver's a little bit bright. I will probably knock that back with a little bit of stays on. And then I got the slightly smaller ones in the bronze with this really pretty champagne-y sort of little crystal in the middle. I really like them, and I think they're going to make lovely stitch markers. I'm thinking I might do some craft fairs if we ever get back to any sense of normality in life. And I thought stitch marker keepers might, you know, stitch marker necklaces might be something that would sell quite well, because anybody that knits or crochets uses stitch markers. And I thought to combine the beauty of, you know, handmade stitch markers into a necklace, into something that you can wear, was quite a cool idea. So I'm going to have a go at it. Might look rubbish, but you never know. And then I bought some connectors because I wasn't sure what these were going to be like, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to use them for the purpose. So I bought some of these, again in the bronze and the silver, with the idea that if these didn't work, then you could just hang those. Hang them from those, but actually I'm really loving those, so these will just get used in a piece of jewellery at some point. They're really nice. They're all metal. I am trying to stick to metal, glass, ceramic in my jewellery making rather than acrylic, just because it'll last longer. And I just like that look a bit more. So I also purchased, I thought I was only going to get one, but I got 3. And this is for opening your jump rings. So you can just twist your jump ring in the little hole and it opens your jump rings for you. It looked easier to do your jump rings that way. I was watching somebody do it. So I picked up a couple of them. Again, really, really cheap. And then I have been into town today. I've bought, I'm not going to show you all of it, but I've bought lots and lots of yarn, all in Aran weight, to crochet some more jumpers. Now that I've got the hang of it, I crocheted a hat the other day, so I might do a hat out of that. My daughter wants a Hufflepuff jumper, so I'm going to have a go at crocheting her a Hufflepuff jumper, and then I might do myself a Gryffindor one. I bought a couple of Wreath Forms. These were 50p from Boys. We went for a walk last weekend and we got some bits of greenery and picked up some pine cones and things like that. And we want to make some little wreaths to hang in the window. So I just picked up a couple of the smaller ones, and I've got a medium size one somewhere. So we're going to do 1 medium and 2 small to hang in the window. So I just picked a couple of those up. They've got chicken wire on sale down to £2. You get a reel of chicken wire. It doesn't say how much you get on the reel, but there's a reasonable amount on there. They've got silver gold. I think they've got red as well, but I didn't bother picking that up. Again, I picked this up because my daughter wants to use some in her art project, and I wasn't sure whether she'd want silver or gold, so I picked up both, thinking, well, she'll use it for her art project, and then I'm sure that I will find things to use it for. What else? Oh, I picked up some cinnamon sticks whilst I was in Boys, again, to go on the wreaths, just because I like them. Then this is a bargain. So anybody that likes making things out of little tiny pegs, I love the size of these pegs, and I'm going to try and get my daughter to go back in at some point for me this week to see if there's any left. But these were reduced to 37p in Wilko's. I didn't realise at the time, otherwise I would have bought everything they had. But I picked up a couple thinking they were probably a pound or 2 each. Got to the till and they were 37p. And they're just the perfect size peg for if you're, making little crafty things and you wanted to stick things on. They're not the tiny little ones that you quite often get in craft shops and that, which I find too small. Yeah, just a lovely, lovely size. And like I say, 37p a pack. So, yeah, I've got 2 of those. If I'd have known that, I'd have bought all of them. But I didn't, so I haven't. And then the last thing that I bought is this swivel knife. I was in Hobbycraft picking up a Christmas present for somebody, and I saw the swivel knife, and I thought, oh, I want to have a go with this, because I do struggle with the craft knife. I tend to cut things out with scissors more, because I get to a place where I need to come around a corner or around a bend with the craft knife, and I really struggle to do that. But I saw somebody using the swivel knife and it looked so much easier. So in my usual fashion, instead of just buying the knife and seeing how I got on with it, I also bought a set of 5 blades for it. So if I hate it, I'm going to have a set of 5 blades. I know, I'm a fool. I'm a fool, spending my birthday money on stuff that I don't even know if I like. However, so I think that's everything that I've had in the last few weeks. Lots of lovely things to play with. And I can't wait to actually find some time to get in the craft room again. I feel bad because there's not been lots of videos on from me this week, and yeah, struggling a little bit. I'm just struggling to do everything with Christmas. For anybody that watches my channel regularly, you know that I live with fibro, and I've been having a bit of a rough time with it just lately, struggling to just to get up and do things, and I've just been really tired and lots and lots of pain again lately, so it puts me off of coming into the craft room, unfortunately. So please bear with me. I will be back up to speed hopefully before too long. I have got loads and loads and loads of projects planned. I've just been struggling to find the time to actually, or the energy to actually come and do them. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to stop accumulating stuff and start using stuff at some point. But yeah, we will see. how the next few weeks go. Obviously, in the build up to Christmas, it just gets harder, and yeah, I'm not sure. Like I say, I've got loads of projects planned. I've got a few things that I've got to get done, so you know, hopefully that'll give me the impetus to get back in here and get going. But yeah, I'm just been crocheting, and I've not even really been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been listening to my audiobooks and just chilling, but I'm feeling a little bit better, and yeah, like I say, I've got lots of stuff to do, so I'll stop waffling. I hope to see you all again very soon. I've lost the patter. I can't even remember how to do YouTube anymore. I just give it up as a bad job. But I will be back very soon with some more crafty things. I have got embellishments on the 11th on Friday. Haven't actually done anything for that yet, so do need to think about what I'm gonna do for that one. And I think that's the only thing I've got due this week, but I do want to get started on a couple of Christmassy projects that I'd got planned, and I would like to get them done this year, so I will be sure to share those with you too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope you can bear with me while I just get through this little flare up, and I will be back to my usual crafty self in no time, I'm sure. Thanks ever so much. I will see you all again soon in another crafty video. Bye for now.